Hike number 4 is Big Pine Lakes. Numerous options here today, upwards of 26 kilometres up to see a possible glacier, one of the furthest southern glaciers in this part of the world. It's a pretty weak looking glacier, but that's a bit more strenuous of a hike. It is a Saturday, so there's more people out. I'm glad I started a little bit earlier today, 6:30 a.m. Parking already full. Looks like we'll be walking alongside a raging creek. And no start sign today because 3 people just milling in front of it, not moving. In fact, they still haven't moved. I'm just looking back. Anyway, no expectations for this hike. Has a rating of 4.9 on all trails, which is a good sign. It's a pretty epic hike. Elevation gain 1,000 meters or so, and it's a beautiful morning. Chances of storms today very slim. I got a little bit of a tidbit from a local who said if there's little puffy clouds in the morning, like about this time, chances of storms are high. Today there's nothing. Blue sky. Blue sky. Anyway. Pretty steep start to this particular hike, about 6 or 7 switchbacks. Looks like another one. Nice views. I don't think that's a glacier. That looks pretty big. The glacier I'm talking about, Palisades, looks fairly what's a nice word? Lackluster, maybe. Oh, yep. Cutting switchbacks prohibited. Hopefully that's the last one. Well, I do like switchbacks. Been following a raging creek, waterfall most of the way. I think it's because of lower elevations, but I'm actually a little bit faster today, surprisingly. So maintaining my heart rate, but doing about 17 minute Ks, 17.3 minute Ks. So that's a pleasant surprise. Funny enough, my legs feel fantastic today. So conditioning my legs was a good idea, one of the few. And my only concern was most of my conditioning hikes were separated by a week up until the last 2, where there was separation of 2 days. And I didn't think that. And here we go, here's a creek. Still, anyway, because when I first started conditioning, Upper Trail, South Fork, I'm assuming this is it. And it looks like, based off what I can see, some more switchbacks. Anyway, so my main concern was doing hikes like this day after day, whether my body could handle that. And I'm starting to find out I can. The only concern I have is just my back, because I did not train to put or hike in heavy backpacks, and I have lessened the load a little bit, but feels a little bit bad today as well. So maybe my back is being conditioned. 2 kilometers in, 2.17. Probably should take a break, but legs feeling fine, doing 17.3 minute Ks. Nice waterfall in the background, or foreground. In the shadows right now. Haven't put any sunscreen on just yet. I'll just wait until a little bit later. And again, there is no clouds. which by the local, who said if you got clouds in the morning, there's little white puffy clouds, good chance of storms. And the forecast might be right today. Not forecasting any storms. This is why it's good to have a map, because I could go up or down. Now the smart person would say it's up, not down, and that's exactly right. But I still had to check just in case. Just in case. See a hiker up there. I was wondering if we're going to go towards the waterfall, but that's an absolute. In fact, I can see now 2 hikers up there. So it looks like we'll curve around somewhere up here. I'm very thankful we're going that way. Back from where we came, in fact, you can see some hikers. Someone wearing white. You can barely see them. I doubt you can see them. And we're maybe near the top of the waterfall. Might be a nice time to take a break here. I've gone 3.24 kilometers, under an hour, pace about 18 minutes per kilometer, heart rate between 110 and 120. That's ideal. So I'm going to find a spot to take a nice break, first break, maybe right here. This looks awesome. Right here. Oh, in fact, you can go all the way down. Whew. Well, that's 1,000 feet of elevation gain. In meters, that's about 360 or so. So you divide feet by 3, then add a little bit. I'm not sure how much elevation gain I'm going to have today, because I'm not sure about the route. Squirrel! Been walking through a nice wooded area, fairly flat as well, and I knew this was coming. Some old timer Hollywood film actor decided to build a cabin up here, Lou Cheney's cabin, something like that. I'm wondering if we can go in. Everything's boarded up. Maybe we can. Yeah, Lou Cheney, never heard of him, but he built a cabin up here, maybe 30s, 20s, something like that. I was hoping there was going to be a sign. Nope. Property of the United States. Some sort of explanation. Outhouse. Really nice area. Gee, you can understand why you built it here. Ooh, probably just got sick of the riff-raff of being a Hollywood star or something. And he must have, yeah, a bit of stone there. Interesting. Okay. Lon Cheney, it's Lon Cheney cabin, built in 1930 by some other guy as a retreat for the actor. Closed to the public in 2024, so just missed it. It's a bit of a shame. Been following Roaring, and not so Roaring Creek, all the way up so far. It's not surprising, since there are 6 lakes up here, and they all have a number, just like Underwood Lakes. So Big Pine Lakes 1 to 6. 1 to 6. Anyway, it's a nice It's a nice hike. It's not too steep. A few steep bits, but you have switchbacks there. About 100-meter elevation every kilometer of walking, which is ideal. Mountain range. It's pretty nice. Got the soothing sounds of water right next to a mountain range. Anyway, still a fair bit to go before we get to the lakes, apparently. Maybe 3 kilometers, maybe less than that. By the way, I'm so far, where is it? Just under 6 kilometers in, so I should take a break soon. And the lakes, the 6 lakes have to drain somewhere, and that's why we have a raging creek below. It would be unusual if the creeks didn't, the lakes didn't go anywhere. That'd be unusual. And I mean the water from the lakes, not the lakes themselves. The water from the lakes, because they do get replenished every winter season, or after every winter season. The guy and his dog, bit of a runner there, but his dog went for a swim here. Ooh, I'd like to go for a swim here too. My dogs will be loving this hike. Oh, it looks so nice. I think this is a good time for a break. Perfect. And here's a nice little rock to sit on. Okay, lake number 1. 7.5 kilometers in, 10,000 feet almost exactly. I saw the colours through the trees. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I knew this. It was going to be like this. And wow, didn't realise it was going to be so big. Lake's huge. Wow, that colour. Nice backdrop there. Oh, okay, yeah, this was worth it. Slightly different view, a little bit higher up. The whole lake can't fit in a photo, you have to do a pano. I didn't expect it this big. And the second lake's not far away either. So let's go to the second lake. Or lake number 2. Forget how they number it.
And then I'm recording him and he just goes,
this would have been amazing. Except for, yeah, you can hear it here. So this might be the more popular lake. Some snow up there. There's just so many people here. And they're just not shutting up. So I might keep going on, and then hopefully when I get back here later in the afternoon, there won't be as many people. Most of these are day hikers who don't know a thing. But wow. Yeah. Keep going. Still on the second lake. Lots of people camping. See tents everywhere. Sort of makes sense, camp on Friday night. You can see 5 tents over there, 1 down there. Also see a dog. You can definitely understand why you want to camp here. The view. This is another case where a video or a photo just doesn't... It's just not enough. I think you have to be here. Pretty nice views. Just spoke to a guy who said once you go past lake number 2, less people, because of social media, lake number 1, number 2 are really popular, particularly on the weekends, because most of those people are not really hikers, and so they don't keep on going. So he said there's far fewer people from lake number 3 onwards, but the lakes also become smaller and smaller, which sort of makes sense, I suppose. A little bit surprised how big the lakes were. Nice views also, although that tree's... I wonder if anyone's climbed up that.
I feel like we're holding up your arms. As long as we're holding up your arms, the guy is safe.
It's like Moses. It's like Moses.
Yeah. Who's the satellite? That guy is.
We lost it. We did, yeah. We had to wait like...
Views of third lake, or lake number 3, not as good, getting a little bit smaller. Went through a fair few switchbacks then, going slowly, keeping my heart rate above or below 130. And the turn-off that I'm looking for is somewhere up ahead, Palisades, Glacier. Beautiful. So here we come to the turn-off. Glacier Trail. This way we go. There is a nice little mellow... excuse me. There is a nice... Oh! I'll speak again later. Just had a 10-minute break here. Some water. I had a couple of 2 Allen killer snakes from Australia. And that's one of the reasons why I have a fair bit of weight. I brought a little bit of food from back home. Anyway, 10 minutes here, not a single soul. So I'm hoping that this particular trail is unpopulated. Most people don't know about this trail. Glacier Trail, I found it out fairly late. And there's also a pretty nice meadow up ahead. I'm glad there's 2 logs here. One would have been not enough. And should I be recording this as I'm walking across? And they're not that stable. There we go. Puffy cloud. Although it is late. What if that means something? If it develops late, maybe later storms? We'll wait and see. Anyway, stop for a second. Number of switchbacks, about 10 of them so far. Or maybe it's 10 all up, I've counted. And nothing else to report except one fluffy little cloud. Just after, well, just on a small break after about 20-30 switchbacks, fair few. You can sort of see where we came from all the way down there. Again, probably lacking perspective. It's actually fair drop. Elevation probably 400 feet or something, 500 maybe. Anyway, let's keep on going up. Still got a little bit to climb. So, let's go. Okay, so this is supposed to be a cute little meadow, not meadow. And I think it is a cute little meadow. It's really nice. Shrouded. We have to cross this creek at some point. Not sure where. There were 2 people ahead of me. They overtook me. Good on them. But we do have to cross the lake and then go up. So I think it's over there. I can see a bit of a trail there. Pretty nice meadow though. I think the description, cute little, is about right. And there we go, trail. Wonder if you're allowed to camp up here. Jump! Ah. Somewhere up there. I'm hoping that there's views of the lakes up there. I'm hoping. That's actually a hope of mine. I don't really care about the glacier all that much. It's mostly about seeing if there's actually nice little views of the lakes. Plus, I wanted to see the meadow. Cute little meadow from above. Cute little meadow from above. Just taking it slowly up here. Still a little bit of snow there. Maybe the old glaciers back then. The first, second, third Pine Lake from above. This is exactly what I wanted. Trying to see if there's anything up a bit further. Looks like there's a lot of boulder scrambling up there, but look at that. And hopefully this gives perspective, because that second lake was quite big. But that's beautiful. Now, I did see a guy, he said the fourth lake, which is up there, you can just see it, had no colour. Or maybe it was a fifth lake, I don't know. One of the lakes didn't have any colour, and they're much smaller. Anyway, let's see a trail. It's a beautiful shot. Big Pine Lakes, 1, 2 and 3 from above. It's pretty nice. There might be better shots up a bit further up. I have no idea. So this is actually the end goal for me. It was actually this shot. The lakes from up above, well, these 3 lakes anyway. So I don't have to go any further, but I'm just going to keep on going. My turnaround point is about 12:30. That's my bail out point. But look, I'm satisfied with this hike, just with this shot here. And to be honest with you, the shots of Lake 2, the walk along here is interesting. You do have to pay attention. Nice little drop down. Not sure when I'll turn back. It's still 11:43, so turnaround point sometime after 12, so I can keep going for a while. And I don't mind doing that with these sort of views. It's really, the views only in that direction, because just rocking that other direction. Although, maybe up a bit more we get better views, maybe. Okay, this could be my end point. I was thinking of maybe stopping soonish. Still a little bit to go before the Palisades, Glacier, it's up there somewhere. I don't really care about that. What I do care about is this. So yeah, I don't think you're going to get better views than this. Up the valley, number 1, number 2, number 3 lake. Oh, beautiful. In fact, it's a nice panoramic too. Should go up a bit. There we go. Might just push on a little bit more just to see if there's better views up there. Don't think there will be. Okay, I think you have to scramble up that. And if so, it's a no for me. Seeing a glacier, particularly a Peacewick Glacier, it's not that important to me. Yes, I have gone on a little bit. I've said that a few times in the past few days. Whoops. A rock just fell onto my foot. Oh, jeez. There's going to be a bit of damage there. Not much. Anyway. Yeah, no thank you. I'm going to go a little bit further. No, not even sure which way to go. According to all trails, you go up the side here. Here's a bit of a trail. So I'm just going to keep on going for a little bit just to see. But as soon as it becomes a little bit sketchy, I'm going to say no. Because it's not my end goal. I've already got to my end goal, so what am I doing? Still going up. I'm a stubborn little bastard, but... or persistent maybe. Anyway, I'm finding these cans. I think that's what they call them. Rocks put together. And I'm pretty sure they're like that to guide the way. And then, in fact, I've been following them for a little bit. Because you can see it's just rock. But which way? It's going to be interesting to see which way we go from here. That looks way too steep there. So maybe around. So I should get out my map. Half my time is trying to find the cans. You can see one there. A very small one over there, another one over there. And I saw one, yeah, way up there. Not many people up here. I've seen 4. That's it, 4 people. And look at those views. It is probably too strenuous for most people. So this has been a pretty epic climb. Anyway, the other lake's over there. Ooh, looks like there's one. Yeah, the last 3 lakes over there. So you can see all the lakes from here. That's awesome. I put my phone away, or camera away, because lots of scrambling. But I am up the top, and I'm the only person here. So this is the Glacier. Actually, a little bit more impressive than I was thinking. I was going to be smaller. A lot of noise down there though. I am not going down there. But noise. That's what I'm going to say, noise. And I'm the only person here. Yay! Ooh, time for a break, I think. Hi. Thought I'd just show you what it's like hiking down here. And all you're doing is trying to follow these cans. So I can just see one right there. There. Yeah, they're very helpful. I have missed a few. And so you're also trying to find the one in front of this one. So I can see that one as well. Sometimes you have to stop and just look around. Now this is really good. I like this solid rock. Now at one point it was little rocks. Hate little rocks like this. And that was the only dicey part. But the rest of it were big boulders and this solid rock. You can see the next can down there. Fantastic. So that's where I'm going to be heading. And then after that I can see another can just down there. Can. Yep, down one down there. And I can see one down there. So that is all I'm doing right now. You don't want to disturb the cans. In fact, you might want to add to it. Because sometimes cans are lacking. I think that maybe... was it a tapped can there? There's the next one. You can see one down there. Sometimes you see some rocks together and you're wondering if it's a can that fell over or something. I have thought about that. Is that a can that's fallen over? But when you see like 3 rocks together, it's a good chance it's a can. And I think down here I don't really need to follow. It's fairly obvious where to go. So this is probably the safest bit, easiest bit. Actually, in fact, there's a can over there. This is the easiest bit by far, but when we get down a little bit further, you get all these small rocks, and that's just before that is when I put my camera away. I'm not looking forward to that. Anyway, that's it for now. Okay, I'm safe. Gone past the worst of it. This is where I put my camera away. There's a little section up here where you have to go on all fours. Maybe I went the wrong direction, but I couldn't see any cans. There was cans up there. Anyway, I'm going to try to skedaddle back to the car. So about 13 kilometers to go. What is the time? What is the time? It's no idea. 2:07. So I could be back 4 hours maybe. So 6. It's okay. I'm staying in the same town I stayed last night, but different hotel, which is good. Okay, so that's going to be it for me, I think, tonight. Maybe I've said that the last few hikes as well, and then I kept recording stuff. But this might be the last view. Looks like people do camp in this really nice meadow. Based off, there is a camp, there is a tent up already. Number 2 lake. And looking up to where I hiked on from Palisades, Glacier. Yeah, up there somewhere. Okay, that is Palisades Glacier via Big Pine Lakes. 27.62 kilometers, 10 hours and 34 minutes. Yeah, up there, there it is.